Merry Christmas, guys, and wish you a Merry Christmas. And this is Content Fridays, episode number 21. And because it's a Christmas tomorrow, and this week was extremely busy, we will take it as fast as we can. So let me just jump right into it and go straight to the point because we are releasing Content Fridays 2.0 in phase number one. And before you jump in and try it and do everything you want to do in the 2.0 version, hear this. This build is, from my perspective, not ready to be used in a production. It's something like on alpha or beta version, something like that, in a preview mode. That means not everything that's here it's functional, it's done, it's working. So keep that in mind when you hit any kind of issues or whatever. Go to 1.0 and do your job there, but feel free to experiment with the 2.0 interface as much as you want. And this is a clean account. This is an account, testing account that I have, that basically had nothing in it, and I was testing it on this clean account just to see how it works on a regular account, not an admin account or owner account or something like that, to see how it goes and how it works. And that process is something that I would like to share with you as well. And let me just jump right into it and show you everything that's currently ready and that you can use as much as you want. Okay, so this is the dashboard of 2.0 version. By the way, when you want to go into it, you have it in your profile. Just go in your profile in the current version, and there is Content Fridays 2.0 preview. So click that, and this will take you to the 2.0 interface like this. And you can see, your fries and potatoes on the dashboard, and some statistics, and we will add more in early January. And you can also upload your pieces of content. So speaking of content uploader, let me show you how that works. I have some testing videos in this folder, so let me just drag and drop them. As you can see, you can drag and drop your files anywhere in the scene, and this will initiate the uploading process. And you just have to pick if you are uploading a trimmer or context editor. And because I was uploading before this live stream, let me just refresh the page just to make sure I will have it as you have it. And now drag and drop again. And trimmer context editor, this is the same as you have. We basically here you just pick the path. Okay, this is mandatory step basically, but as you can see, you can upload your files in a bulk, and you can upload up to 10 files currently. So let me pick context editor and start uploading, and then I will pick contexts and also some folder. I was making some testing folders, auto finish on upload, and go to third step. And without me doing anything, it will automatically complete. As you can see, those fries are now generating. I can go to the fry section. Here I have all my fries, and as you can see, those files are now processed, and I can go, for example, into this fry, and let me see, this should open context editor, and this is embedded version of context editor. As you can see, everything is here as expected and as you are used to it. So now I can use the context editor, and we are still uploading some parts of the 2.0 version behind the scenes. So I can see that the auto captioning here is as disabled, but as soon as the video is transcribed behind the scenes, this basically message should disappear, and it should replace the actual transcription with my auto-generated transcription. Okay, and as you can see, this message is now here, and it should replace the actual this message. Maybe I can go to the export tab or here and click generate. This will not double charge your limits or whatever. It should just get rid of that message. So this is something that we will take care of, so you don't have to do this additional step. So it will happen automatically. Okay, so minor thing, we will improve this today in a couple of hours. And this is basically context editor as you are used to in the fries. So I can go to any other fry and it will be the same. What's added, what's new, is that you can use basically folders. So I can drag and drop my fry into the folder and I can create new folder with folder name or whatever. Then I can move additional fries there. I can select fries and bulk remove them. We will add more bulk actions to this tab, so you can bulk export everything. And this will be finalized in early January. We are not there just yet, so feel free to use if you want to delete it or not. Maybe I can just delete, for example, these 3 and it should work. So as you can see, now I have only 3 fries and everything here should be recalculated. So when I refresh the page, hopefully, as you can see, the information there is correct. And I can also, for example, delete the folder or anything else. Okay, and that's basically the same with the potatoes. This is a video that I uploaded earlier. This is a longer video and it's bigger. I will not show you the process of uploading the potatoes because that process is the same as with the fries, but my connection and my internet is not very fast and stable, so I will not risk it. But feel free to upload any files as a trimmer here, and we will also add all the missing options here early January. Okay, so this is a preview version. As I mentioned earlier, you can't currently change the theme or workspace. If you need to change your theme, you can do that in the 1.0 version, and that change will reflect in the 2.0 version as well. So keep that in mind. Then we go to templates, and this is only basically available as a preview. You can see your local templates and your global templates. That means global templates, you know them basically. This is the same as you have it in the Fryboxes section. And as you can see, I don't have any template here, but in global templates, this is the same. So you can see your templates and local and global templates. And contexts, actually contexts is something that is changed basically in a good way from my perspective a lot. And let me show you how contexts will work in the future. And contexts will be separated by a platform. As you can see now, I have Facebook Square video here, and we will add traditional Facebook video, that's landscape. Okay, this is, as you can see, this is Square video. Okay, classical Square video. We will also add Facebook stories, for example, which will be portrait mode and up to 60 seconds or whatever. And speaking of some kind of rules that platforms have, when you go into, for example, Facebook, and we will add these rules to every context, so you don't have to remember that or keep that in mind, and we will update that as soon as platform change some rule. Then we will update that in all global contexts. So if you are using global contexts, you don't have to do anything. We will keep track of these, but you will be able to copy the global contexts into local contexts in case you would like to change something. Okay, and for example, Facebook Square video, one of the rules that Facebook has is that the video can be up to 240 minutes. That's why we have this rule here which says video duration is less than 214 minutes. Okay, and this rule is strict. That means you will not be able to upload video that's longer or create a project or fry or anything that's longer than 240 minutes, because that's a strict Facebook rule, and no video can be longer than that. Okay, and also the video has to be longer than 0 seconds. And also this is a rule that is not strict. As you can see, this is not selected here, because when I select it, it will create a conflicting rule with this one. So I can keep only one of strict rules that has these attributes. But this is not a strict rule, and this means, for example, that it is not contextual to upload, Facebook Square video that is longer than 5 minutes, for example. And in the next version of Context Editor that we will create, and the trimmer that will be integrated directly, that is not an embed, but that is a part of 2.0. Everything that's not a strict rule, system will allow you to create that and do that and to do with it anything you want, but it will alert you in case that you are exceeding this non-strict rule. Okay, and that's just for your reference. Maybe you want to ignore that. In some cases, you will still be able to generate that kind of fry and do anything with it that you want. But you will see, okay, this video is kind of too long for Facebook context, for as I'm uploading Facebook Square video, and this is maybe too long. Maybe I should remove something from that video. Maybe I should make it shorter. Okay, so that's what this is, and that's why you can define strict and also non-strict rules. And by the way, this is a system context, so I, as a non-admin, I can't change anything here. Okay, I maybe can switch these toggles and stuff, but I cannot save those changes, and I can't do anything with it. And also the clone button is currently not working, so just this is a preview mode. So this is how basically contexts will work in the 2.0 version, and I think this is much better than the actual context system that's in the 1.0 version. Okay, so one more time, contexts are separated by platforms. We have many platforms behind the scenes, but these contexts that you see here are now just migrated from the 1.0 version to the 2.0. And we will add additional contexts. That means, Facebook story, Facebook reel, and anything that's basically that you can publish and share on these platforms. So we will add eventually more contexts to the global settings. And if you would like to customize them, you will be able to clone them to the local context. And then you have these two toggles, as you can see. And the active toggle means that this context will be available and visible in the uploader. So when you are uploading some fry or potato, this is not now integrated into the uploader, but this is the purpose of this and how it will work really soon, is that all active contexts, maybe for example you are not, you don't care about IGTV context, so you keep it unchecked, and it will not be anywhere in the app other than in this section. Okay, it will not be in the uploader, and it will not be in potato and in the trimmer anywhere, but it will be here. So if you change your mind, you can activate it, and then it will start showing everywhere you want. And the pre-selected means that, for example, when you are uploading 10 fries, and you are usually sharing your content on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, then pre-selected means that you will not have to manually check those contexts in the uploader. Okay, so you will be able to unselect those, but they will be pre-selected by default. So these are those two options. So let me just, activate all the context. And by the way, you will not be able to, this will, happen automatically. So in case you don't have any context activated, system will see that and pre-activates all the contexts for you. This is just not in this phase, but this will be added really soon. And those are contexts, okay? And that's basically covers all the differences in the 2.0 version as compared with the previous builds that I was sharing in the previous episode of Content Fridays. So feel free to test it, take it, and it's a preview mode, so you can use, if it works for you, great, feel free to use it, feel free to use folders and stuff. But in case you hit some kind of issues, I recommend you to use 1.0 version for commercial or for production stuff and production kind of work. And last thing is that when I go into my 1.0 account, because all fries and all potatoes are embedded into the trimmer and the context editor. When I click it, this is basically embedded version of the trimmer, so I can see everything that I upload in the 2.0 version in the 1.0 version as well, as soon as those pieces of content become processed. When you upload something, system will start processing it. It has to detect all the metadata and length and duration and start generating subtitles and stuff. And as soon as this process is over, it will appear in your 1.0 version as well. So you can, if you want to save some time and you need to upload fries in a bulk, maybe you can try and go into the 2.0 version and upload those. And as soon as you finish the uploading and those fries are processed, they will appear also in the 1.0 version. And also when I go to fries and I delete some fries from the list, for example, this one, okay, and I go back to here, the fry, as you can see, it's synchronized, so it will also be deleted from the 2.0 version, and vice versa. When you delete it in the 2.0, it will be deleted in the 1.0. But this is not working the other way around. That means when I upload some fry or potato in the 1.0, it will not appear in the 2.0 version. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And there is no point in doing some kind of migrator in this phase because it's very early. But after we finish the 1.0 or first phase of 2.0 version, then we can also possibly make some kind of migrator that will take all your legacy content and make it available in the 2.0 version as well. That's basically a simple stuff to solve, because we are currently embedding the trimmer and the context editor. And when you would like to know more about all the different phases, you can see and click this link and read more about different phases of Content Fridays 2.0 and see what's part of which phase. Just from the perspective, phase number 1 is about folders and workspaces and better organization of content. But as you can see, there is many more things to it. And then we have phase number 2. We are working on this phase also behind the scenes, and there is dedicated developer that is working on phase number 2, and that's regarding all the integration with social media and auto scheduler and stuff. And phase number 3 is new context editor and new trimmer. Phase number 4 is text to video features, carousel generator, and other things like that. And then everything else. That means, in the future, stuff like a mobile version possibly, and some kind of content library that you can publicly share to people, and maybe hide some premium pieces of content behind paywall and stuff like that. So we are thinking a lot about content distribution, repurposing, and sharing. And that's basically it. So feel free to read more about 2.0 version and about all the phases. And there is also a second article on our blog, and that's dedicated to the 2.0 version. So you can also read that one as well if you are not aware of that. Definitely worth it to better understand our vision and where we are heading. And that's all, my friends. So thank you very much. Enjoy holidays. Keep being awesome. Next Friday, we will we will not do Content Fridays next Friday, but a week after that, there will be first Content Friday of 2023, and I believe many missing parts of the phase number 1 will be available to that date. Possibly not everything, but we are aiming to finish phase number 1 in mid-January, and then to the end of January, possibly with the new quotes generator. So I think that will be really, really awesome. So that's all. Thank you very much for your attention, and enjoy holidays with your beloved ones. And I'll see you in the year 2023. So have a great holidays, guys.